Most people fail at transforming their life because they make the same mistake over and over and over again. These mistakes just don't hold them back. It makes them quit. For the past 3 years, I've been on a mission to transform my body and mindset. Now I'm here to help you avoid those mistakes and fast track your transformation, so you can achieve what took me 3 years in one. This isn't just a theory. I've been through countless ups and downs, and I'm here to share with you the turning point that changed my life completely, the mistakes I made and 99% of people trying to transform, how anyone stuck in insecurities can take the first step, and most importantly, how I stayed motivated when progress felt impossible. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Salman, and for these past 3 years, I've dedicated to self-development mentally, physically, and emotionally. I pushed past limits I didn't think were possible, but I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to help you. I'll share every mistake, every breakthrough, and every insight, so you can skip the struggle and see results faster than you ever imagined. Inshallah, this could be the year you change your life. About 3 years ago, I went to the doctors for a regular yearly checkup. Nothing out of the ordinary, height, weight, the usual. And if you've ever been overweight, you know the drill, sucking your stomach like that's gonna help. But I was with my mom because we had some errands to run after. It was supposed to be quick and simple. But after the nurses took all my measurements, the doctor walked in, she did the checkup, asked a few questions, and then gave me this strange look. She asked my mom to step out for a second, and that's when I knew something was off. It was just me and the doctor now. She looked serious, a little concerned. And then she said something that completely changed my life. You're showing early signs of diabetes, and if you don't change your lifestyle, you'll be on medication for the rest of your life. I was shocked, quiet, really didn't know how to react at the moment. But it hit me. I realized my habits weren't just making me uncomfortable. They were putting my health, my future, and my life at risk. And if I didn't take control, no one else was going to do it for me. So after the wake-up call at the doctor's office, I knew I had to make a change. But knowing you have to make a change and doing it and taking action are two different things. I didn't know where to start, so I did what most people would do. I jumped in every diet, every workout program I could find. For the next few months, I threw myself into everything. Keto, fasting, intense HIIT workouts, you name it, I tried it. I was on a mission to transform, but have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, only to end up where you started? I'll lose a few pounds, thinking I was making progress, and the second I took a break, just a weekend, it'll all come back. It felt like all my effort was for nothing. And it wasn't just the physical part. Mentally, I started doubting myself. Was I ever going to make real progress, or was I just stuck in this cycle forever? After months of frustration, mistakes, and setbacks, I was starting to lose hope. But then it hit me. The problem wasn't with the diets or the workouts. It was with my approach. I was chasing after quick fixes, trying to do everything at once, rather than focusing on sustainable habits. It was during one of my late night research sessions that I stumbled across an article. And honestly, it changed everything. I had been looking for a miracle, but what I found was the simple truth that made all the difference. The article says something so small that it hit me so hard. Small changes are bigger than unsustainable ones. Suddenly I realized I didn't need a total lifestyle overhaul. I didn't need extreme diets or crazy workouts. I just needed to get 1% better every day. And then I started to see real progress. I started with one thing: calorie deficit. No drastic changes, no crazy diets. I just focused on the basics. Eating in a way that supported my goals and making sure I was staying active. But I didn't stop there. I added one small habit at a time. I started walking 10,000 steps a day. Simple, right? But it worked. I wasn't trying to be perfect. I was just being consistent. And this didn't just apply to fitness. I realized transformation isn't just about your body. It's about your whole life. So I started focusing on spiritual growth as well. And I worked on getting closer to the deen of Allah. So these last 4 steps I'm going to share with you. Quality matters as much as quantity, or even more. Focus on whole, dense, nutrient foods. Cut off all processed foods. And when I mean all. Experiment with meal timing. Try intermediate fasting. Whatever aligns with your goals, experiment with it and try it. Step 2, develop a growth mindset. Your mindset can either make or break you. There's no such thing as staying in the middle. You're either growing or falling. So read books or listen to podcasts about self-development and practice resilience. Surround yourself with like-minded people who support your journey. And to touch on to this, have someone keep you accountable and motivate you to be the best person you can possibly be. That moves on to step 3, seek accountability. Find a workout buddy, a coach, or join an online fitness community. Share your progress publicly if you're comfortable with that, to keep yourself accountable. Because I promise you, once you know people are depending on you or people are supporting you, the last thing you want is to let them down. And that moves on to step 4. True transformation is a lifelong journey. And I want you to hear this again. True transformation is a lifelong journey. Self-improvement is continuous. There's no end to it. Set new goals once you have achieved your old goals. Never stop learning, whether it be fitness, finances, nutrition, self-development, your deen, anything and everything. Never stop learning. Because again, I'm going to repeat this, and I want to emphasize as much as possible. There is no such thing as being in the middle. You're either growing or falling. I'll give you a thought experiment. Set at a constant speed. If you're not moving forward, you're moving behind and you're sliding off the back. In life, there's no middle ground. Whether it's your finances, health, fitness, or deen, you're either pushing yourself to improve or you're falling behind. Maintenance is a lie. You can't just maintain. Inflation erodes your money. Age chips away at your strength. Bad habits creep into your diet. If you're not working to get better, everything around you is working to pull you down. If you're not investing in yourself daily, you're losing value every single day. You either put in the work to climb or you let yourself slip. The middle is a myth made by people to justify their inaction. You're either progressing or regressing. Habibi, the choice is yours. So once I've started making small, consistent changes, I started seeing lasting results. But here's the truth. Progress isn't always a straight line. There were days where I felt stuck, frustrated, and even binged. And I simply messed up and I was tempted to give up. And that brings me to something far more important than a diet or a workout. How to stay motivated when nothing feels like it's working. Motivation comes and goes. You can't rely on it. You need something deeper, something that will keep you moving when motivation disappears. So Salman, what is it? Creates an anti-vision. I will share a free Notion doc at the end of this video with questions to ask yourself, and you can add it to your own Notion. Or you can grab a journal, a pen, or a pencil and write this down. So Salman, what is an anti-vision? Think back to why you started this journey. I want you to create an anti-vision, a vivid picture of what your life would look like if you didn't change. Ask yourself, how did it feel being overweight or underweight? What struggles did you face every day? What comments did people make that cut deep? What moments of insecurities or shame still stick with you till today? Are you doing this for your kids or your health? Imagine staying in the same cycle. What will your future look like if nothing changed? Write it all down. Every painful detail. Don't hold back a thing. This is your reminder from what you are running from, the reality you're running from. After you create your anti-vision, now flip the script. I want you to create a vision of who you want to become. Ask yourself, how would it feel when you finally take control of your life? How would your kids, your peers, your family see you? What would it feel like to walk with confidence, knowing you earned it? How much freer will you feel? Healthier, stronger, and mentally sharper? How satisfying would it be to prove the haters and the doubters wrong? Picture that version of you. Write down every detail. And when I say every detail, I mean every detail. And that's what you're working towards. And there's something I want you to understand. Everything in life, it's hard at first. It's hard going to the gym at first, but once you keep going and you get that rhythm, it becomes easy to keep going. It's hard to make your first bit of money, but once you do, it's easier for you to grow it. Even starting a fire is difficult at first, but once it's raging, it spreads effortlessly. Success is exactly the same. Once you build momentum, and everything changes. And remember, the disciplined ones are the only free ones. Without discipline, without rules you set for yourself, you become a slave to your desires, to your laziness, to everything and anything holding you back. It's harsh, but it's the truth. Discipline isn't restriction, it's liberation. If you benefited from this, subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who needs it, so our brothers and sisters in Islam can benefit from this, inshallah. Together, we can all grow and transform. And don't forget, the free Notion doc is in the link below. And if you're looking for any healthy alternatives, supplements, I got it all down there on my Amazon account. But until next time, Assalamu alaikum.